Let me walk you through a scenario. All right, you're going to throw out your garbage. It's on the street or you're in a building, and you gotta dump it in there. And you're like, someone throw out some old computer speakers, iLouds. And at some point in my life, I'd look at these in the garbage and be like, nah, garbage. Put them back in there. But they don't belong in the garbage. I just had to prove a point. These look like $20 computer speakers, right? You getting the like vibe? iLoud? Seriously? Anyway, someone suggested I review these back when I did the Vanity T Zeros. And I was not going to at first because I opened the page on Amazon for these little tiny speakers, little baby speakers, and it was like $300. And I went, get out of my office. And I put them in my cart and I didn't check out. But I'm like, looking at the reviews, and I'm looking at the reviews, and I can still look at the reviews. And here they are. Currently $278.99. There's 57 reviews, 4.5 stars. Now you can't take a lot of these reviews like serious, like really seriously on Amazon, because Beats will have full amazing reviews, even the old ones. But I sat there and I looked at them and I'm like, why are they so expensive? Why are they called iLoud? So one magical day, let me flip that up. It's kind of mounted there too. One magical day, they dropped on sale, $200, and I'm like, you know what? Patreon monies. All right, I'll take the risk because it's not really my money. Patrons, thank you for supporting the channel. You pay for these sorts of things. So I grabbed the iLouds, order them. They come in a little tiny box. I'm like, oh, damn, that's so cute. And I figure, okay, if they don't work out, I'll just sell them to the patrons for a loss because the box is so small I could ship it anywhere. And the problem is these are working out. I know it's sad. But here, can we look at the back of this one? Because you can see the front of it. I don't know what size soft dome's in there, but there's a soft dome behind this heavy metal grill. And there's like a, I don't know, 2.5 inch. Is it even a 3? Could that even be a 3? Maybe it's a 3-inch behind another metal grill. And we got a flared port on either one. And that one's obviously the passive one, and this one's obviously the active one. And power brick down there, normal size, you know, not super big. DC in, here's your on-off. RCA inputs, 3.5mm input, Bluetooth input, so it's got the button for pairing there. Here's your volume knob, which goes from infinity to a detent at 0 to +6. You almost never need to go past 0. Here's the other hookup for the other speaker, which is 4 pins, which means that it's biamping them, which means this has its own separate amplifier and DSP correction, and this has its own separate amplifier and DSP correction. So that's there. And then we get these 3 switches, which if I would have found these in the garbage, legitimately, I was running this scenario through my mind. This one I would have been like, and left it there. This one I would have picked up, I would have seen the back of it and then been intrigued, because you get 3 EQ settings. You get low frequency flat or -3, high frequency flat or -3, and then you got an EQ that says flat or desk. And from what I can tell, switching from flat to desk simply bumps up the treble a lot. Like a lot. Anyway, the wire that connects the two is like a 6-foot long extension cord. Like little delicate finite monitors, and then this is bigger than the stand on the bottom of it because it's a 4-conductor, probably 16 gauge. It's huge. So we can plug this in. It's way bigger than I feel it needs to be, and it's never not been janky, and I've tried to straighten it out. We get the DC input, which is obviously inferior to the Marvel input. And then, did I just start a fucking fight in the comments? My bad. And then I'm using the output of my old DAC into the RCA input. I could also use a 3.5mm input, and I'm probably going to set my phone to send to it. In fact, let me do a thing. No. Shh, quiet phone. Quiet for a second. Actually, quiet for an hour. while I load the Spotify. So, loading the Spooties. Put on a playlist. Let's turn on Bluetooth. These should be recognized immediately, because I just are always.
With that look up in your eyes, with that face you make when I calm down around here.
This is Rainbow Kitten Surprise 7 Audiotree live version. Anyway, the point of this story is...
Baby, I just wanna ride with the cookies. Call me a dog.
I've never...
There ain't no use to pretend you're wrong.
It blends all three. I've already checked.
You call me out.
My brain's not working. I've already checked. It blends all three inputs. Now, on the HD6s that I should have released the review before these, that was sort of like a detriment. Like, why are these $750 monitors playing all three sources? And then I was at the same time, I was like, you know what? That's not bad. This is interesting because having it Bluetooth connect and also have the line input and everything play simultaneously is sort of interesting. It's I don't know, it's useful. Was it useful on the HD6s? So yeah. So you get Bluetooth. You get line in. They'll play at the same time. And I could just pause that and just that's it. It could just stay connected to my phone all the time for the next hour, and it won't affect this review at all in the slightest. Are these speakers worth their price tag? Yes. Are they better than Vanatu T0s? It's close. I don't have the T0s here to compare directly for this review. I had them when I got them, and I had them both hooked up, and I'm like, the T0s do a little more low end, but the T0s are legitimately bigger. I never thought I'd come to the day where I'm like, I gotta review a set of small speakers. Hashtag sneakers. I have to review a set of sneakers that is physically smaller than the Vanatu T0s and still love them. If that speaker sounds good, if this Fluid Audio that's $1,100 a pair, if these sound good, okay, look at the size of them. They're a 6.5-inch driver with a coaxial AMT that front port and it's that big. So when something like this comes along, this little tiny wee, it's a wee speaker. It's a wee speaker. You have to give it extra points, a lot of extra points, for being as small as it is and sounding like it does. See, that's the thing. I had the little Altec Lansing speakers that came with like Dell computers, and my cousin had the compact I've listened to speakers this size before. Cheap ones, shit ones, and they've all been cheap shit ones. And these look like cheap shit ones. They don't look expensive, but my God, do they sound expensive. Like, I'm serious. I got Chris Cornell was playing over here.
Can't hide anymore.
And the imaging and depth, it's like, fucking what? If I sat someone down here with these Fluid Audios up in the stands, and I blindfolded them, and then I put these on the desk and said, now listen to these speakers, they wouldn't be like, oh, those don't sound very good at all. No. In fact, spoiler alert, these might sound better than the Fluids up close, like this close, and that doesn't make any sense, because the Fluids are legitimately retarded speakers. Like, look at them. But, so here's what I've been doing with these iLouds. Let me tell you, because I've had them for months now. I've had them for months, and I'm a bad person. The police are coming to get me. Or is that a fire truck? Well, my arsonist is doing his job then. You sit here, and you wonder why the hell looking at them, you wonder why the hell would anyone spend $300 on them. And then you sit here and you go, you know why? Because I have like a drawstring bag that I keep in my closet when I go like home to New York or visit a friend. I'll throw things in that bag. And I could literally throw these in a bag. I could throw them in a bag. I threw them in a bag. I threw them in my gun case, actually, with that little baby projector that's back there, the little projector. And I was up at a house in Toronto, and I fucking set up the projector. And I put these underneath it. And I was able to legitimately sit there as Zeos Pantera and watch a movie and not be concerned about the audio not being crystal clear and having good low end and having I'm an OCD motherfucker. I mean, I don't look around for that shit. But it's very strange. It's a very strange scenario where I would have taken the T-Zeros if I didn't have these. And I would have been okay with the T-Zeros. But I feel like the T-Zeros, they're certainly much more fragile than you want to know the purpose of these over the T-Zeros. So if you have a desk and you're going to sit there permanently, these T-Zeros are a little bit more money. They have those crazy features. These have some basic equalizations, and that's fine. But you got to be careful with the T-Zeros. They're a nice finish. They've got a magnetic grill that you can still poke your... You can't fucking hurt these. The point of these speakers is they're $300 and you can't hurt them. I just took a screenshot. I've never felt so confident in flinging a pair of speakers. Well, a pair of anything. Headphones. I mean, I wouldn't do that to the goddamn Monoprice M1060s. Those things, you know, the top is... These are fucking rocks. These may as well be garden stones. Just throw them in your bag. They get scratched. Who fucking cares? You can't hurt the drivers. You little power brick you take with a little wire. They're Bluetooth if you want to... They're impervious, portable, insane speakers. Did I bring them? I brought them to MagFest, and I never hooked them up because actually, no, I did. I hooked these up at MagFest. I hooked them up in the hallways where you're supposed to play music, but they don't let me play music on them for more than like half an hour. I just Bluetooth with the little Shanling M1, and I was blasting music in the hallways of MagFest with these because I just threw them in a garbage bag and took them with me. So, am I selling these over the T-Zeros? Because it's literally the only other option in small, self-powered speakers that I give a shit about. If you want to go places with speakers, if you're me, which not many of you are, but let's say you go out to a house, a friend's house for 4 or 5 days, and you're going to go there and you're going to bring your laptop and you're going to have your music. Maybe you bring a set of headphones, but occasionally you just want to have speakers, put them on the back deck. You take these. You fucking take these. You take these over the T-Zeros every goddamn time because these sound stupid. I want to point out a little issue with the volume, though, because I have RCA coming full line out from the LL deck. And I have to have foobar down like negative 20 decibels to put this at 0. Otherwise, the volume goes from infinity to that's loud enough, and I kind of like a little more range. So I can do that. I can. Oh, another interesting feature, the volume knob on this, all the way down, doesn't mute them. That's all the way down. And I kind of respect that because then you know that they're on and you know your source is playing. I think on a professional speaker, if you're doing pro speaker things, if you put it to 0, then you've lost the game. You just, is it on? Is it not on? Is that playing? But so you lower it and it's like real quiet. I mean, that's it's quiet enough. But then you start turning the volume knob, and here I'll show you what the volume knob looks like. That's loud. That's already loud. Nowhere near 0. And then it starts distorting. Now, fun fact. You see this little, it looks like it's white probably on the video. It's got like a hint of blue, like a light baby blue to it. It will flash blue when you're doing Bluetooth connectivity. If I do that, we get flash blue, which it should still be on this, which will be fine. Doing work. Unless it's in search mode, and that's why it's not doing it. Can't risk that this is going to mess me up bad. Okay. The point is, it plays music. Oh, Bluetooth mode is freaking it out. So if I hit it again, hold on, let me see what happens. I'm gonna reset the speaker. There we go. Okay, that's what I needed to do. That's what I needed to do. So here's what happens with this LED. This LED is actually, yeah, no, I'm gonna call this right now that this LED on this pair of speakers is more functional than most LEDs on most devices. Even like JBL LSR 305s or 305Ps or these fluids or any of the Emotivas, because this LED will indicate clipping. And that's good because things clip constantly. Watch. There. So the flashing red indicates that you're overdriving the speaker and you really should stop what you're doing. Blue flashing indicates Bluetooth. I think if it connects to Bluetooth, the color changes to blue. Let's see now. iLoud micro monitor. Pause this. Yeah. So there. Blue now. So it goes blue, red, and white. It's patriotic as fuck. Who makes these things? Who makes these things? And you have to stop it by actually physically stopping the music that way. Who makes these? Because I've never, what the fuck is an iLoud? Again, anything that has an I in front of it is usually cheap dollar store garbage. So turn off immediately. Ooh, everything's got to be apples and white, and fuck you. Fuck you Android developers who decided to make my goddamn menus white and I had to pay money to make them not white. Fuck, once they're pull-down menus to be white, that's... Kill yourself. There you go. Am I bullying the developers of Android now? Quick. No one wants white. And no one wants to wake up in the middle of the night and open their phone and go, oh, it's too bright. And then pull down the menu to see if they can lower the brightness, and it's just white. It's fucking white in your eyes. Kill you. It's the only response is I'll strangle you to death. Anyway. I lost my train of thought because of anger. What was I saying? I was saying something. Glass animals. Oh my god, they're so sweet. No one would confuse these. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. No one would confuse these for not spectacular speakers. No one would sit down on this desk at this range, and they're not even up in the stands. They're down because they have the little pop out. You can lay them flat, or you can pop them up and give them a, and I hear the sounds right there, and nobody would say, oh, these are not good. Nobody. I challenge you. Now, if I tell you they're $300, you're going to say, well, are they worth that? And then I'm going to take them and I'm going to throw them on the floor and watch them spin around and hit a wall. And you're going to be like, can't do that with my speakers. These impervious little boxes. Okay, they get a pass. They get a pass from everybody. Everyone would give these a fucking pass. Now, what I was going to say is who the hell makes them? Because they're labeled the iLouds. And it's IK Multimedia. And IK Multimedia does a lot of very... I don't know how to describe it. Because it's like the iRig voice karaoke microphone. The iRig 2 connects your iPhone, iPad for use with Amplitude. Then there's like a $50 speaker, and then there's like keyboards, and then there's mixers. And there's, by the way, they sell a separate bag for the iLouds, but like I just said, why would you need that? Just throw them the fuck in there. And they sell like controllers. And so this is a company that doesn't make, it makes like this semi-bullshit, not bullshit, like pile of stuff. They make this Bluetooth speaker, which just looks like a Bluetooth speaker with a volume knob. It's also $200. And I'm just like, these, because these you could separate and have tone controls, and it's got a bass port, and oh god, I kind of want to hear that. Less good reviews though. So the company IK Multimedia doesn't make trash, but it brands its items very strangely, and it's got to be very new because this is the only pair of speakers I have. And I'm interested to know what they can do with like a 4-inch driver. What about a bigger one? You can't go smaller than this. Smaller than this is a headphone. not selling these. They're not. They can't be sold. I cannot sell them. A, their price went back up, so there's that. And while I use them, I use these speakers. I have a point. If I buy something and I can figure out what their usage is and I can use it, if I'm going to New York, I'm going on vacation, if I know I'm going to be in a rental house or something, and I'm like, what's I've been to rental houses that have had Bose cubes everywhere and no subwoofer module. So that's just the kind of levels I'm expecting. And I could just set these up on the top of a fireplace mantle, Bluetooth, just power, run extension, power, and then my phone, and then Fubar on my phone, and oh my fucking God, I'm Zeos wherever I am. So these are a hard, look, you want to put them on your desk? You want to put them on your desk? You have a three-way monitor setup? They don't recommend this, but fuck it. But fuck it. Literally, but fuck it. Lay those down. Those will fit. There. It's hitting the desk. It's flat. It's bad. This is a bad idea. I shouldn't be recommending you do this. If I came into your house and I saw you had shittier speakers shoved under your triple head monitors, I'd be like, you shouldn't be doing that. You're bad. But I'm giving this a pass because these are fucking exceptional speakers. Now, they won't sound quite as amazing. They're shaking this little table. Like, it's like, I can't even describe the feeling of touching this table while these are playing. Glitch Mob, you say?
Ladies and gentlemen, the Glitch Mob.
Honestly, laying down on my table, because it's my table, and I've covered it with 1/4-inch, this is yoga mats. These are the extra large yoga mats that have been cut and cover all my tables for reasons of I could throw headphones down and it doesn't hurt them and they don't get scratched, and the reflections hit this textured soft surface and they don't really do. This still sounds amazing. All right, even with the shittiness of what I've just done, and it is shitty. And anybody else that watches this video who knows anything about speakers going, don't do that, Zeos. Don't fucking do that. And I'm just like, I'm doing it because they're $300 or thereabouts. And I have to give reasons for you to buy them. I have to figure out what it is. Throwing them in a bag and carrying places, yeah, I have a Ziploc bag. It takes power brick and the wire between them, and it's done. I wish the wire between it was a little bit longer and a little bit smaller, just so I didn't have to carry around a goddamn. This thing is ridiculous. Let's get this cable out here. This cable is like fuck. But you know what? Whatever, companies don't spend extra money if they don't have to, unless they're trying to trick you into thinking something's high end. There's no reason for this to be this thick, except that that's throwing the amount of wattage through a big enough cable to get it to go across the table. So just remember that. How did I do this? Tweeters out, and if we go tweeters out, this thing. Oh, I just want to straighten you out so bad. Yeah, no, I have no mixed emotions about these. These are fucking great. It's not actually distorting, that's just the song being the song. It's still happening here. It's still good. You know what the greatest part about these speakers was? And I've never been able to do this. Not because I'm weak, but because who the fuck has time to do this? I wanted to find the best place for them, right? So usually that means getting my foam blocks out and stacking them and tilting them. And with these monitors, they're so small, I just did this. Right? It's fine. They're fine. They're better than fine. They're mine. I own them and I'm keeping them. Now, negative points. They're ugly, which could be a positive also, because no one's gonna steal these. If you left these in the front seat of your car, just sitting there and fucking sitting there, fucking wires curled around it, I don't think they'd break into your windows to steal these. No one has a clue what they are. They look like shitty fucking compact with a Q speakers. But they're not pretty. And anyone who, you're going to have to explain or let listen to anyone who sees them. This port, the front port, thank you for being front ported. It means you can put things against the wall. However, the port, these things throw enough air, and that port small enough and directional enough that you'll actually feel a breeze on you. Just like the K-Bass did. Those things, that little port was just blowing air on you, and these do the same thing. The fact that the clip indicator comes on, I mean, look, I'm not asking for a miracle here, but right at the line where they get loud enough that I'm happy, and occasionally I'll just let that clip indicator come on a little bit. It's not really distorting it. I just want it to be that loud and that little bit extra, and the clip indicator comes on. So the clip indicator is great. You're just going to notice it every time it blinks. Which with this song, I'm amazed it isn't just... Oh, we should play with the switches. Even though you can't hear it, and I'm going to have the sound demo. I'm doing the sound demo immediately after this, so let's switch to desk mode and see if we can tell the difference. Sharp. It's just, these are good speakers. These are great speakers, right? There are good speakers, and I'll give them a pass, and there's great speakers that impress me despite something. So despite these being the size of probably one of my ham sandwiches that I'll eat every once in a while, they're fucking great. They're fucking well built. They're fucking making me curse all over the internet. I just hate the name. There's so many things about these that I want to hate. But look, this finish isn't, there's no shiny plastic, so I mean, I get that to be happy about, right? They do have a 3/8 thread, so if you want to get, that's for like microphones and studio monitor things, where you just actually can get a mount for them. I don't think I'd go that far. Although, having them on the side of your desk, like where these are, boom, you could hang them, just, It's a rare, very impressed state I'm in. And it's just today I sat down and I'm like, all right, what do I really think? What did I do? What do I really think about these? And that's, I mean, you can't beat them. You literally can't beat them like a horse. You just can't. They don't care. They don't care. They're rugged AF, and you could lay them down and they still sound good. And you could do tone adjustments if you want a little less highs and you want a little less low end, which, if you do lower the low end, the low frequency down to -3, you can squeeze a little more volume out of them, just a little bit more, because low end is what clips. Treble doesn't make a speaker clip almost ever. I'm loud now. You can hear my voice. It's not clipping. There's a clip. We are fucking loud. Right? I have to do these reviews on a Sunday because everything's closed. God's resting. He's over there somewhere, and I'm over here blasting shit. So, as much as I would hate having like a 5-star rating next to something called an iLoud, these are a 5-star speaker. I think the T-Zeros still, if you're just putting them on your desk and you've got space behind it to let that bass reflector go, and they look better, they certainly fucking look better, and they have more low end. They have to have more low end. They're Vanatu's. That's what Vanatu's does. But these have their own special characteristics. These are probably flatter than the Vanatu's, like for actually doing like music mixing on them. But shit, bro, shit. You fucking throw these in a bag, in a garbage bag, and carry them someplace and throw the bag down and pull them out, and there you go. So, are they worth $300? Yes. Am I glad I got them for $200? Yes. What price are they going to be when you click the link in the description? I don't know. These things fluctuate. But this isn't a company that contacted me. This is one of you on YouTube was like, oh, if you like those, you should try these. And I eventually got around to it. So, sound demo for these in the description. Wallpaper. Because that's how I was, when I was like looking at them, I was like, yawn. Oh, $300. Oh, yawn. They look like shitty computer speakers. Yawn. Fuck you. No yawning allowed when these are playing. In fact, I may hook them up somewhere in my house semi-permanently and just have my Amazon Echo.Alexa just use them so that when I ask her what the weather is, I get it out of these. So there you go. a fucking positive review. I know you guys hate when I do positive reviews on things that you think are going to be bad, but they're not bad. Ha 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 ha. I skipped one this time. So yeah, links and Patreon link down there and up there, and wallpaper, and we're done till the sound demo, which is now.